If you're in the National Guard or Reserve, you might think you can't use a VA loan. You're not eligible or qualified. That is one of the most expensive myths in the military. The truth is, there's thousands of National Guard and Reserve members that are fully eligible with zero money down VA loan right now and have no idea. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what National Guard and Reserve members could qualify for, what service actually counts, and the one document that will unlock the whole benefit. My name is David Piatek. I am a loan officer and able to help you utilize that amazing VA loan. You can schedule a call with me down in the description below. The reason we're making this video is we got a comment from somebody asking about for us to talk about what does it look like to use the V loan in the Guard or in the Reserve? I'm in the Guard, so I get this question a lot from fellow soldiers and just from people commenting and scheduling calls online. So let's go over it. So why do so many National Guard and Reserve members get this wrong? And it's pretty simple. A lot of times it's talking to other members in the Guard, inexperienced lenders or realtors, or even being denied for your certificate of eligibility because you applied for it. And we also have people that have been to multiple lenders trying to apply for their certificate of eligibility and they have been denied. We take a look at it and we're like, obviously, this is good to go. So let's go through those requirements for eligibility. Because remember, two parts to a VA home loan, it's eligibility and qualification, and we're covering both of those things. So there is a difference between the Guard and the Reserve. So I'm going to do the Reserve first because it's pretty straightforward. If you have 24 months of active duty time prior to joining the Reserve, then that supersedes your current time, right? So you served 2 years on active duty, you came off, you have the VA home loan. Now, if you just joined the Reserve and you never deployed, then it's going to be 6 years of good drills plus AT, right? You have to have enough time in service to be able to do that. Now, if you deploy on Title 10 orders for 90 consecutive days, then you'll be able to utilize that VA loan. So even if you've been in for a year, went on 90 days of Title 10 active duty orders, then you would be eligible for the VA home loan, which is pretty awesome. Now, in the Guard, they expanded those benefits back in 2021. So same thing applies like I talked about before, but there's an additional piece to it. So prior, like right around 2001 during COVID, a lot of National Guard members got activated for, riot control, medical stuff that was going on. So they expanded their benefits. So if you were on Title 32 orders for a total of 90 days, which of 30 were cumulative, then you'd be able to apply for your certificate of eligibility. Now, this does exclude MDay status, basic training, advanced training, your ATs. So this would be like if you got put on a mission set for, let's say, 30 days at a time, then you would meet the criteria to be able to use your V loan. And again, I cannot stress, you guys can reach out to us, schedule a call down below, and then we'll be able to help you through this. And we do it all the time because a lot of people don't know it. Even the VA will deny it multiple times. We just had that happen recently where this this guy came to us. We ended up helping him to get his certificate of eligibility and get him qualified for a loan. But I mean, he went through I believe, four different lenders. And then when he came to us, we still submitted it 3 times and it was still denied. But then we got the right paperwork. We were just waiting for it from the chain of command and we were able to put it all together. That certificate of eligibility is kind of like your golden ticket because at least you know you have the VA home loan, which is a very important piece to that. Now, the next part is going to be qualification. Now, National Guard members, believe me, because this happened to me, to me, because of, let's say, deployments or you get put on extended ATs, your regular income gets kind of messed up, right? Because you don't have the right year to date on your pay stubs, some of the technical pieces of the business. But with National Guard and Reserve members, we're actually able to take that time away that they served in the military, right? So if you went on AT for 2 weeks, you went on 90-day orders, and then you came back to your job, we're able to take that time out, should I say, and then we can calculate the average, which should be like what your regular pay is. Now, it does get a little bit tricky if you have, let's say, self-employment income, and let's say you stop receiving income for that period, or if you started a let's say, a part-time job recently, that will also affect your qualifications. Now, on the channel, I have a ton of videos around qualifying for a VA home loan and all the parameters around that. But I'll kind of give you the quick lowdown on this. For W-2, let's say salaried folks out there, right? There's a lot of exceptions to it. A lot of people will say you need 2 years. We've seen plenty of exceptions to that, even transitioning from full-time or part-time to full-time work, transitioning from school to the private sector, to getting a full-time job in the civilian sector. It could be like, hey, I went to be a truck driver in the military and I went through all the school, right? Because you're in the reserve. You came out, you got a truck driving job working full time. A lot of times we can connect that and then you're able to use all that income right away. And a big bonus to that is spousal income is also looked at the same way, because if you look at conventional and FHA loans, they're much stricter on the requirements for someone to be able to leverage the VA home loan. And this is why it's such an awesome piece to that. Another big piece, right? If you go on active duty orders, so let's say you go on a 6 month or a year deployment and your job continues to pay you differential pay, you're actually able to qualify on your higher income because you're receiving that income. And they won't use your BH that you're receiving while on active duty for those purposes. Okay. Now, if you go AGR, whole different story, then all that income could be used. And then you can actually qualify with things like being able to purchase a home back where you live, where your family lives, because they may not PCS with you. You might be a geo bachelor for the time being. So there are those opportunities to be able to leverage some of those active duty component, benefits into your guard and reserve component. Now, there can be some changes to this, and I will make an update because the VA, there's a proposal out there, there's a bill actually, where it would make the eligibility for a VA loan much faster for Guard and Reserve members. I believe on the docket it was basic training, AIT, like advanced training, and then 14 M days, and then you have the VA home loan, which would be insane because you technically would be getting the VA loan faster than active duty. So we'll see how that pans out, but I'll do a whole separate video on that. To get your certificate of eligibility, you can go to va.gov and just create an account. It's highly recommended that you do that, just regardless. And also, if you contact us, we can pull it because we have access to the VA's website, and we can pull that. A lot of times for reserve and guard members, you will have to get what's called a statement of service from your chain of command. So keep that in mind, that you do have to reach out to them to get this from them. It basically outlines your time in service and how long you've been serving for. Now, if you go on Title 10 orders, then we'll need a DD 214. If you go on orders, let's say Title 32 orders, because you're in the guard and it meets that criteria, just make sure that you keep a copy of those. A lot of times, like even for me, they didn't upload things into iPerms, which is annoying. But at this point, I've been in for a long time. I only have a couple years left before I retire. So, but it's kind of keeping that I Love Me book is important because you never know when the right opportunity is going to come up for home ownership. And as we have seen, prices have continued to go up. So, if you can afford something today because you have a regular job, plus you have some extra income coming in from your guard or reserve pay, then that looks more attractive for you to be able to qualify and leverage the VA home loan. If you guys have questions on this, drop them down in the comment section. If it's something in detail, you can schedule a call as well in the description. Happy to walk you through your situation so you can get put in the best financial position possible. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.